right, this is my 2020 FXLRS Low Rider S. It is a 114 cubic inch 4-stroke 45-degree V-twin. It is oil cooled and air cooled. It has a little oil cooler right there, which I think is pretty cool. Still sounds like a Harley, still has torque like a Harley, but a little bit better cooling. It's got a pretty cool LED light in the back. It's got really great soft tail frame and suspension. I put a 18-inch Forge upright bar on it. I also did an 8.5 Biltwell riser that has a pullback. Of course, the lines that come on the stock bike are so short that you will have to get another clutch cable, another brake line, and another electronic throttle cable. It is an electronic throttle. There's no throttle cables. It's all done through the computer. A few things I'd like to mention about this bike. What makes it different than the regular lowrider, in my opinion, what makes it worth the extra $4,000 to $5,000 you're going to pay for this bike over a regular lowrider? Well, it's the suspension. It comes with inverted front forks. It has a 28-degree rake instead of, I believe, a 32 for the regular, so lowrider, so it handles a little better. It has dual disc brakes. It uses Brembo calipers that are branded with the Harley-Davidson logo, but they are Brembo. The rear caliper, I think, is also Brembo. It has ABS standard. It has the big 114 cubic inch. You can't get the 107 cubic inch in this model. For me, I was really shopping between the Fat Bob Softail and this, the Low Rider S Softail. They have the same engine, they have similar suspension, inverted front forks, double disc brakes. But you know, I went with this one because it has a 5-gallon tank for maximum range. And I had a Sportster before this, and the problem I always ran into with the Sportster was running out of gas. And I also did a S&S slip-on exhaust, and it sounds okay. I'll probably do a full Vance & Hines eventually. Ride impressions. This bike doesn't bottom out. It doesn't ever have high-speed wobble. It doesn't ever feel lazy or sloppy in the turns. It handles like a sport bike, honestly. I've had several sport bikes before I became a cruiser guy, and it handles like a sport bike. It weighs about 660 pounds, thereabouts, and you can't feel the weight though, because the handling is superb, absolutely superb. This is a false gas cap. This is where you actually fill it up. The gauges are on the tank, which I personally like because I like to have an unobstructed view of the road. There is a kit that takes these gauges and moves them here and makes it easier to see. Eventually, I'll probably get a different fairing, a Memphis shades, a little bit higher screen. Other than that, I don't really plan on doing much to it. Oh, the cool thing about all the Softail models is you can add cruise control. This little module did not come on the bike, so I paid about $250 to add cruise control to my bike after I bought it, and totally worth it. Most of my commute is highway. I ride about 80 miles a day for my commute, and this thing hauls ass through the traffic. I currently live in Colorado, and for some reason people in Colorado love to race motorcycles, but it's never the guy with like a Corvette or like a Porsche who wants to race. It's a guy with like a Subaru or like a luxury SUV. Let me tell you guys, just because you spend $60,000 to $70,000 on a truck doesn't mean it's fucking fast. It just means it's a really nice truck. Now let's listen to the exhaust. Fuel injected, you can hear the computer turning on. And here we go. Eventually I'm going to get a GoPro and we'll do some rides on this bike. I'll take you on all my Colorado adventures. Till next time, Papa Doge Motor Reviews out.